What's up, everyone? This is the raw truth coming at you with another video. And this video, like I like all other videos, is designed to either number one, bring education, that way it edifies your mind, bring passion because I have a passion for my community. I want my community, my people to succeed and come out of the gutter that majority of us is in. And it also is to bring awareness. That's the big key right there, is bringing awareness. Now, in one of my videos, you will see it's a two-part series. It's called K2. K2, and I brought some awareness on it and gave you Wikipedia to go and research and look up the effects of K2, what K2 is, and how people is taking K2, and it's growing in my community of me seeing the effects of K2 and knowing that K2 was never a drug or anything that was that black people was using until they got their hands on it and it's sold basically in our community. So one thing that I noticed though is I have a fear that this drug right now that I'm going to expose might make it into my community. And what is this drug called? Krokodil. Yes, I know. Sound a lot like crocodile, but we'll get to that in a moment. But it's called Krokodil. Krokodil. It's a desomorphine. Desomorphine. And this first segment is called Bringing Awareness to Krokodil Desomorphine. Krokodil Desomorphine is a very, very powerful drug. I'm going to get later, dig deep into later what it's made up of and the ingredients that goes into this. Now, when I look at this drug was not even invented in United States of America. This drug was invented in Russia, and in Russia itself, it tells you, that so many people in Russia use it. And it says you can go on Wikipedia and look at it. It says, what is extensive crocodile use? It says crocodile has been synthesized in Russia for over a decade. So over a decade is like, well, we know a decade is 10 years. 10 years is a decade. It says over a decade, so it's like 12 years, maybe 13 or 14 years. And it says it has been synthesized in Russia for over a decade. About 1 million people in Russia are use crocodile, according to the New York State Office of Alcoholism and Substance Abuse Services. Crocodile goes by the names of Chernaya in Russia and Hamaya in Ukraine. According to the heads of Russia and Federal Drug Control Services, the amount of crocodile seized in Russia increased 23-fold between 2009 and 2011. Crocodile has also been reported in other countries, including the Ukraine, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Germany, and Norway. I'm going to stop for 1 second right there. I need you to look at the pattern here. First, it started in Russia, like it said. Then it spread it. It spread it to Georgia, Kazakhstan, Germany, and Norway. So therefore, there is a black market or a market for crocodile. In other words, there has to be cartels. There has to be some control by the higher powers. And this is my speculation. Don't have any proof of it. Just like the military went over there and stole people's lands to make poppy seeds during Vietnam and stuff, stealing people's land to make their drugs and stuff to bring it to the United States of America. I just have a funny feeling this is happening again. Because notice it spread. It spread it from 2009 to 2011. That's 2 years. So in a 2 year span, it hit these countries hard. Now tell me something's going on here that this was able to happen. So this was not only something that started in Russia, this is a plan to expedite it in different countries. It says previously in Russia and Ukraine, Afghan, heroin was a drug of choice when making homemade injectables. Gentlemen and ladies, if you're listening, understand these nations used heroin. These nations use heroin. That's why it's good to always research. That way, whenever a nation say, well, yo, look at black people use drugs, this just confess that they use heroin. They're heroin addicts, there's drug addicts all over the Europe area, the European areas. There's drug addicts all over the place. Then it says the production of opium was 48% lower than the previous year. Therefore, in Eurasia, users turned to over-the-counter medication that contain codeine for pain or cough. I want you to notice these countries are going to the same thing we go through. They drug addicts over there, they're turning to oxycontin, they're turning to the same drugs that we have over here. Every country is mimicking America. They're not only mimicking America, they have the same problems. And this is spreading too. Codeine is preferred interest of hair codeine is preferred instead of heroin because of lower cost and ease of availability. However, medications combined with the codeine such as octamethorphan, a lot of big words here, their effect on the chemical reactions and their ultimate contribution to the toxicity of Krokodil are unknown. In the U.S., codeine is a controlled substance, either requires a prescription or may be available over-the-counter pharmacies. So it seemed like to me, reading this, looking in between the lines, that they're purposely making some kind of drug to counterattack, not really counterattack, to be in harmony with the drugs you already take to produce a bigger high. So this stuff is on purpose. So when you look at it, how it spread, how all of this is spreading in different parts of the world, then it start making its way to United States of America. Now, how did that happen? How is this making its way to United States of America? Because this is another way they come after us and kill us. Why am I saying that? Well, since it's only recorded in white people or white countries, countries that has the population of whites of the majority, and it's happening over there. Well, yes, if you're listening, white people, your people are using you as guinea pigs. Then they're coming after us in the United States of America. You know why? Because in the United States of America, black people love white people so much. They love white people more than they love themselves. And because they love white people more than they love themselves, they're not gunning down white people, but they can gun us down. They're not going to white people's neighborhoods and ripping them off, but they'll rip off their own people because they love white people so much. They're going to start to emulate you white people a whole heck of a lot more. They're doing it now. Some of them is doing it now, especially with our women with wearing weaves and stuff, with blonde hair and stuff like that. But when you act like somebody so much, you pick up their habits. And this is my main concern in bringing awareness. So I know this is late in the video, but this is called being bringing awareness of crocodile. Bringing awareness of crocodile. And this is a deadly, deadly drug. When you look at it, and you look at the migration that's coming to America, where my people want to be like white people, all it takes is one brother or one sister that want to fit in the white society to get introduced to that. Next thing you know it, they're going to be bringing that to their friends, especially in these frat clubs, these fraternity clubs. We all know white people run the vast majorities of these fraternity clubs, and if black people do it, they have to answer to white people again. So this might even make the fraternity club, the fraternities and the frat houses and stuff. And one thing about it is, I don't want none of my people to be caught up in this mess. This is not right. This drug is deadly, and it has effect on the body. And so when I go into part 2 of this video, I'm going to show you the ingredients that is made, to have crocodile. Then help you understand where the term crocodile come from. You know what I'm saying? So this is bringing awareness to my community about this drug, just like I did with K2. Now K2, still be aware of that. Be aware of the signs of losing their mind and stuff like that. But it's more visual when it comes to crocodile. Crocodile's more visual, and it's so disgusting that it will turn your stomach. So whenever you looking at somebody and they're talking to you and they want you to try crocodile, just say no. Just say no to drugs, period. For real. Why would you want to get yourself involved in a situation that will get you addicted to something? Why would you even go there like that? Why would you put yourself into that? That's why I always say, parents, grandparents, neighbors, anybody. Remember, y'all always said back in the days, we looked out for everybody. Well, if that was true, go back in the days then, bring it up here, bring it up to the modernized, upgrade that back in the days, and start looking out for everybody, because more other stuff is going to be coming and hitting the pipe. Before you know it, there's going to be drugs out there that's going to decimate your mind and your body. It's going to peel your skin off like crazy, and you're going to be dead in 3 days. I'm telling you, there is a big major plan that's happening. And you can't tell me, once I read how the migration of crocodile came, come on, look at the big picture. Why can't you see the big picture? Because you think we all equal. But meanwhile, things is being invented for our destruction. And it only takes simple Negroes or simple Negroettes to go out there and want to follow the crowd, and you're going to reap very, 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 very badly for it. So I want you to really think about what I'm saying, because part 2 is coming up. In part 2, I'm going over, like I said, the ingredients of crocodile. You will see a picture. I could put the most disgusting picture up, but I'm going to go into other pictures there. But you can see the physical effects and the pain that these people had when it come to crocodile. And I will tell you and show you where the term crocodile came. So stay tuned for part 2. Again, this is the raw truth coming at you. Part 2 coming up next.